Let's go to Dr. Wax, family practitioner from New Jersey. Good morning, Craig.
Oh, good morning, Dr. Samadi, and a happy Father's Day to you.
Same
I
to
heard
you.
your lovely children there, and I'm sure your beautiful wife was supporting you while you did this great broadcast to help educate people on how to be healthy today.
Thank you for being here, and happy Father's Day to you as well. As a family practitioner, you see a lot of men and women, and as I mentioned right now, women are really great with screening. They go for their mammograms, they go for their pap smears. They know how to take care of themselves. They don't take no as an answer. When the doctor says, you're too young to get mammogram, they continue to push and they get what they want. But men, I'm sure you see a lot of them, PSA guidelines have changed. U.S. Task Force has not done really help to a lot of men out there. What do you tell men out there that are listening to you? What tips do you have to keep themselves healthy?
Well, I have a five-fingered hands-on approach to dad's health today. I just wanted to mention, if I could, since it's Father's Day, my four great children and my wonderful, supportive wife, as well as last weekend I had the privilege of doing the American Cancer Society Bridge to the Beach, which was a 68-mile bike-a-thon from Philadelphia to Atlantic City, which was fabulous, and it was healthy for me.
Congratulations.
So it was all good things. So on to the five-fingered hands-on approach to dad's health. Number one thing is sleep. Start with a good night of sleep, 6 to 8 hours. If you have difficulty, you wake up tired, your spouse says, hey, you snored, you stopped breathing, it might be sleep apnea, get it checked out with your doctor. Hugely important. So a good night of sleep, 6 to 8 hours, is the number one.
Don't ignore sleep apnea, because I think that's a very important point that Dr. Wax is bringing up, because with obesity, which can compress on some of the vocal cords, and you don't breathe well, you feel like you've slept for 5 to 7 hours, but then you're always tired. And that's because you really don't go into deep sleep. So the next day you're tired, the risk of injuries and accidents, motor vehicle accident, memory is not functioning well. And obviously there's a lot of hormonal changes that can hurt your heart and cause diabetes and craving of carbohydrates.
Stroke, and as you mentioned, hormonal changes. I see a lot of patients with low testosterone as well. I'm sure you do in your practice as well.
So what's the next tip besides sleep?
Right. The first one is sleep. The second one is exercise. Exercise an hour a day. And I like to do it right after sleep. I get up 5 o'clock in the morning and I exercise for 1 to 2 hours every day. I alternate things I do. As I said, I'm an active cyclist. I do rowing. I go to the gym with all the other men. I do swimming and, even walking. Like if I'm, in a hotel room or something, I do, calisthenics. Most hotels have a little workout area. There's lots of creative things you can do no matter what your work and, lifestyle is. So 1 hour of exercise every day.
I think that even if you do 30 minutes 3 times a week, whether it's swimming, whether it's stretching, yoga, if you don't have time, we're sitting behind these computers all the time, and it absolutely helps with posture and with weight control. So that's great. So 7 hours of sleep, exercise, and then?
Right, and then drink water. Water is the primary beverage that the body wants. The way the body does its business is with water and particles. And if you have more particles than per unit water, you got trouble. You get dehydrated. And if you're feeling thirsty, you're already dehydrated. And anyone who exercises will tell you that once they feel thirsty, they've already lost the game. So you want to drink 4 to 6 glasses of clean water that you like every day.
Yeah, of course, dehydration, that's because 70 to 80% of our body consists of water. And when you're dehydrated, you always feel fatigue. You're not concentrating well. And I agree with you. I think dehydration affects the entire body, from brain to skin to colon and constipation and everything else. So that's another good point.
And don't forget the urinary tract, which is near and dear to your
Absolutely.
heart, kidney stones. I believe the biggest cause of kidney stones in our country today is just pure dehydration.
Well said. Absolutely, I agree with that. So we have sleep, we have exercise, we have drinking water for men out there. What else?
Eating vegetables. No matter what diet you subscribe to, whether it's paleo, whether it's vegetarianism, whether it's the no-grain diet, everybody agrees that vegetables are the best course to take when it comes to diet. Any diet book you read will mention vegetables wholeheartedly. They're relatively low in sugar, they are high in nutrients, they're high in antioxidants, and they're loaded with water. If you eat fresh vegetables and don't even cook them, they're loaded with the original water they came with, and that counts toward your daily water intake. So that also helps us to prevent dehydration. So vegetables, no matter what diet you subscribe to, whether it's vegetarian, Mediterranean, paleo, grain-free.
I love Mediterranean diet. I think it's a balance of getting your fruits and vegetables, your olive oil, your garlic. You also get you're able to have your fish and your chicken. I think that's a great combination. And finally, the fifth tip for men
is not to poison yourself. You know, a lot of people that consider themselves responsible adults will smoke cigarettes and become addicted to that, you know, as well as drinking alcohol, those kinds of things. We know alcohol is a poison and toxin. A lot of adults say that they enjoy the effects of it, that it relaxes them or those kinds of things, but it can also be neurotoxic, as perhaps you've seen in your practice and I've seen in mine. And cigarette smoke has carbon monoxide, tar, nicotine, arsenic, cyanide, as many poisons as one can think of. So the trick is to not put poisons in and dilute the ones that you may have as byproducts of your metabolism with water and vegetables for fuel.
I think you said it really well. And if you could send me actually an article that has all of this, I would love to post it on our blog on samadimd.com. And we will definitely get the message out. So sleep well, make sure you're drinking, exercise, add fruits and vegetables, and stay away from smoking and alcohol.